Okay, so you've written 2 sections, but now how do you transition from one section to the other? Well, there's a couple different methods you can use, and we'll introduce you to both of them in this lesson. But first, tea!
Hello revolutionary music makers! I'm Kate Harmony, this is Ray Harmony, and welcome to Hack Music Theory,
where we help you make great music that stands out.
If it's your first time here, please help yourself to our free book, 12 Music Theory Hacks to Learn Scales and Chords, which you can download from our website, hackmusictheory.com. So, over the last few weeks we've been asking you what part of the writing process you struggle with.
Yeah, and firstly, thank you sincerely to everyone who took the time to share. We read every single comment. And secondly, we have great news for all of you. We already have resources available to help with every problem that was shared. So let's jump in.
Now, almost all of these musical problems can be grouped into a handful of categories, which we'll address over a couple of lessons.
By far the most common issues you raised were writing new sections for existing sections and transitioning between sections. These issues are totally related, so we'll cover both in this lesson. Right, so there's 2 completely different approaches to writing transitions. We like to call them the Frankenstein Method and the Song Whispering Method.
The Frankenstein method is when you have different sections that were not written with the intention of being joined, but later you decide you want to stitch them together. Then on the other hand, the song whispering method is when you write one section and allow it to whisper to you where it wants to go next. Then from those whispers, you write the transition and the next section.
Both methods work, but the Frankenstein method forces sections together, whereas the song whispering method allows new sections to grow out of existing sections. I used to use the Frankenstein method a lot when I was a young songwriter, but the more I matured, the less I used it, and nowadays I don't use it at all. I believe that for a song to reach its full potential, it has to be given the opportunity to grow organically in whatever direction it wants. And that belief is the reason why I created the song whispering method, because when you master this method, it feels like your music is literally writing itself.
Now, on a very practical level, you're probably wondering what to do if you have 2 sections that were not written with the intention of being joined.
Well, instead of forcing them together, we recommend turning each of those sections into separate songs, which will allow them both to grow into their full potential. Having said that though, if you're determined to Frankenstein them together, then you can, and it's at least a great way to practice modulating, i.e. changing key.
And if you need help with modulating, then check out the ultimate modulation hack in our songwriting and producing PDF. It will empower you with the 3 most effective ways to change between any 2 keys.
And if your 2 sections are in the same key already, then they'll transition into each other relatively smoothly as is. So a drum fill and perhaps a variation in the melody should be enough for a decent transition. However, the most powerful transitions will almost always involve modulating, as that freshness you get from a new key is vital in the overall longevity of a song. So on that note, if your 2 sections are in the same key, maybe they shouldn't be joined after all.
Now, when you use the song whispering method, your song will guide you to the new key that it wants to move into, which will make the modulation sound natural and effortless. Okay, so now the big question is, how do you do this song whispering thing?
Well, not only does it take many hours to teach song whispering, but it's also our secret sauce that we sell so we can eat, pay the rent, and keep making these free lessons for you.
So if you want to learn how to become a song whisperer, then do our online apprenticeship, which is a 17-hour video course that guides you through every step of the music making process, from blank screen to finished song. If that sounds useful to you, then sign up now at hackmusictheory.com.
Thank you once again for sharing your struggles with us. We really hope this lesson helped, and we'll get to the rest of your music making problems next week.
Thanks for watching or listening if you're on the podcast, and we'll see you next time.